what's going on. If you can hear me, give me a heads up. I get this tripod situated. Oh no, we lost one. We gained one and we lost one. What a bummer. What's up? Let me see. I can probably look it up through here. See if it'll let me look it up. I guess it works. Guess it works. Cool. Hi DK Gamer, what's up, buddy? We're just getting started here. Looks like we got 13 people on here. I had to verify my own audio that works, so it works. So that's always cool. So let's get started here, since we got 13 people and we got 2 likes, man. I appreciate that. I don't know who else we got on here. If you're hopping on here, let me know. I can't remember exactly. I think this is a customer that found us on either Facebook or either here, YouTube, or TikTok. And he shipped us in his Chippewa boots. Chippewa. And we're going to be we're going to be redoing his boots on here. Appreciate the likes. And so I don't know how far we'll get with it, or if we get any customers coming inside. But we're going to be doing what we can here. I appreciate the sub, IDK Gamer. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. So we've redone, I can't remember. Let me see. This guy takes, let me see what this one's getting. Let me look it up. Because since these were shipped in, what I did is I sent an invoice out to the customer. So I got to look on our little system here and figure out what all he got. And so he's getting the Vibram 100 sole. We're doing a welt, and he's getting brass screws. So all right, we'll do that. Let's see, face reveal. Man, I'm ugly. I'm ugly as hell, man. What's up? What's up? I'd rather just not show my face at all, but. So yeah, so we got these Chippewa boots. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet. He shipped them in. And I don't know how far we're going to get in the video and the live stream here. So we'll get as far as we can with it, and then we'll do. I don't know, depending on how long it takes us, because I have to welt them. I have to put making sure I've got the soles, which I don't know. I may not even have the soles. Size. These are a little too short. I might have used the last Vibram 100s I had. So we may have to do this in 2 sessions. We're going to take them apart, and then we'll do the other portion of it. So let me go this down here. I got a new tripod and everything, so it seems to be a little bit easier. So we'll get this going, and then I'll give you guys an updated tour of the shop. Usually these boots are on here pretty good. Let me put my strap on here. Who's that? Jesus Villarreal. What's up, buddy? I'm trying not to let my fingers hit the thing here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it, guys. Lorena is a balsa. What's going on, Lorena? What's going on? Take all these nails back out. I wonder if these staples were a manufacturing thing where they put the they would staple the actual heel to the heel base to keep it so they can hold everything together. There we go. So this is plastic heel base. Like I said, depending on what we're doing, I may just use a leather heel base. We'll just have to see where we're at when we get to that point. I think these are going to turn out nice. Let's see. Oh, and another thing for those of you watching, we just got some merch and stuff like that. So if you go to my website, mannysboots.com, let me see. I'll put it in the comments. Let me see. There's a company that's helping us with the merch in North Carolina. Let me type it in here in the comments. If you go to mannysboots.com and you click on the merch tab, it'll let me pin it. See if it'll go to the top. If you click on that, it'll take you to the merch tab. Small heel, soft toe. Hey Justin, it just depends on what all needs to be done and what kind of soles. So just your base, like if you're just doing just a rubber sole, you're looking at about 180. That includes the sole of the heel, and obviously if it needs a welt, it's going to be a little extra cost. Best thing to do really is just text me some pictures or just ship them in if you're not local, and I'll be happy to look at them for you and see what we can do. Because it'll just depend on what all needs to be done. And if you want a number you can text me at is here, I'll put it in the comments, man. Ah, shoot. Hang on. just pin this one. You can look at the pinned message, and you can just, like I said, just text me some pictures of them. But most likely you're going to be roughly, or you can go to the website and look. Just click on repair and resole, and just pick whichever one would best fit kind of what you're looking for. And if anybody of you feels generous to send us some super thanks, I really appreciate it. I'm not begging for them, but which I don't know. I want to start doing something with that, you know, the super thanks, because there's stuff I want to. There's organizations I'd like to give to, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, we all need money, but you know, I feel like giving is a good way, and we give as much as we can, you know, when we can. Well, that's not very nice right here. So it looks like they use more of those fiberboard footbeds. Yuck. Oh Lord. Yeah, that wasn't very good. Yeah, these fiberboard footbeds are definitely not your friend. Far from it. They wear down incredibly fast from constantly breaking. Hey, Justin. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, rough. Depending on what you do for a living, I mean, 6 to 8 months, depending on like some Thoroughgoods or some Red Wings, that's pretty good lifespan for them. Most of the stuff we do here is cowboy boots anyway, because I actually build cowboy boots. Hence Manny the Bootmaker. But we repair a lot of stuff. So look at that. That's a pair of Chippewa boots. It's supposed to be leather, but it's like plywood. It's made out of trash. So it breaks like that. So yeah, it's not very good. And look, they use some trash for these. Wow, I'm not very impressed with this, especially not for a Chippewa boot. It looks like some mattress trash. I've done some before, and I don't think they were this bad, but maybe I'm just wrong. Look at that. Yeah, we'll replace all that with leather. The welts are fine, but we're going to replace the welts for the customer. We may not have to. We may not have to replace them. I don't know. We'll have to take the other one apart first. Got to take all these extra nails off of here. Hey, Justin, I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you chiming in. We got 32 people on here right now, and I guess they're all afraid. Try to get these nails cut off so we can continue. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I need to take the other boot apart first, and then we'll determine whether or not we need to replace the welt. Because I genuinely thought that the welt on these boots was pretty rough. For whatever reason, I thought that. So we're going to try this one out. Let me check the counter real quick. Got to make sure people don't come in and just sitting there. Put my little strap down. I appreciate the likes, the love. But I was talking about, you know, giving to certain organizations. And yeah, I've been thinking about that, you know. Like I said, we help people when we can out of our own pocket, you know. But I'd like to, because we can't always just do everything ourselves. So I'd like to donate to, you know, find good organizations that we can just donate to that already have the resources to help people. You know, I thought about doing like the Wounded Warrior stuff and, you know, St. Jude's and stuff like that. Because normally the way I've been doing it is if somebody, you know, needs help that I know of, you know, we'll donate what we can. But anyway, we're talking about boots right now. What are you talking about all that? If you're on here, let me know where you're watching from. We got 39 people watching. So let me know where you're watching from. That'd be cool. From the Netherlands. Yuma. I am Calderash. Is that right? Calderash? Yuma, Arizona. I bet it's hot over there in Arizona, ain't it? I'm over here in Georgia. It's hot, but I think in Georgia the weather is just more humid. Sometimes I wish the weather was a little drier here so the heat wouldn't hurt so bad, but I don't know. When I was on the ranch, I grew up on a horse ranch, training horses, and we had a guy from Montana come working with us I think he worked with us for a couple years. And God, the first year he came down, it was summertime, late spring, early summer, and bless his heart, man, he was struggling. Devil's ass crack. I don't know if I'd want to be there. Oof. Here it feels like it's been 120, but it's not. It's just humid. But man, that's hot. Yuma, Arizona. You know, I grew up in Mexico, and you know, even the summertime it was hot during the day, but during the night it cooled off enough to where you were wearing sweaters. San Antonio, Florida. Where is that at? I guess it's in San Antonio, Florida, huh? Did you grow up in Arizona, or is that are you just living there temporarily, or what's the deal with that? I'm trying to figure out what's San Antonio, Florida close to? North of Tampa. I bet it's pretty hot down there too, isn't it? Yeah, you're close to Clearwater. It's been a long time since I've been to Clearwater, but I like Clearwater. LA County, California. Man. So A lot of crazy stuff going on in California nowadays. I was born in California. I was born in Riverside, California. But we moved to Mexico shortly after I was born. So I was like 2 years old, but I was raised in Mexico mainly. I don't know. You couldn't pay me enough to live in California. The weather's nice, but it's a lot of stuff going on out there. And I'll just leave it at that, honestly. I still have quite a bit. I still have some family that lives in California. I don't ever talk to them though, but they're still out there somewhere. Take this off. Yeah, we're not going to be able to finish this video or these repairs on this live because of the I'm going to need to order the soles. For some reason, I thought I had the material for them, but I guess I don't. So we can go up here and figure it out. Take this up here. Give y'all a little tour of the shop. Let's see. So we've been trying to organize a bunch of stuff. Show you a belt I'm working on. Trying to get this belt, basket weave belt done. So all this stuff here is made by hand. Got some soles, some more repair stuff. Let's go in here. So we've been organizing the shop. We got all our machines up here. This is a crimp brake, for those of you that don't know. It basically takes the flat piece of leather, and maybe I'll do a video on it one day, but it gives it that shape so that when we make the boots, it'll already have the shape on there. This is where all the lasting takes place when we're putting the boots together. That's where this is basically a cutting table / workbench. We're still working on getting all this stuff situated. And here is our desk computer anyway, coffee. Let's see. We got 68 people on here. Come on, man. Who's going to be the first to do a super thanks today? Oh, Sean Fair. Sean, it just depends on what all you need done, what kind of soles you want, if you need welts or not. On a lot of those Twisted X Wellington boots, some of them are resolable and some are not. When you say Wellington boots, I'm assuming it's more like a work boot. And in that case, some of them are resolable and some of them are not. P. Diddy. And so it just depends. I posted my number on this pinned comment here. If you want to, just shoot me a text message of the boots, and I'll be happy to talk with you about it. I don't have any baby oil. Nope. I don't mess with that stuff. So. Sean, does that answer your question? best thing to do is just shoot me a text message. I pinned a comment that's pinned. Just shoot me a message on that. Text me. If you text me, it'll be a lot faster. Making sure nobody's showing up. Oh, P. Diddy. Look at that. We got 75 people watching, dude. That is awesome. $75 people. That's amazing. I don't know if the comments froze up or what, but we're stuck at P. Diddy. P. Diddy love. We're at 77. That's awesome right there. I appreciate the sub, Sean. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Funk Master, when you say newest boot, what do you mean by newest? I've got a couple different, well, let me get my chair over here. So, I like this little stand here. I ended up getting this little stand because my other one, I was limited to what I could do with it. And now that I got this one, it's so much easier. So I'll show you. So as far as the custom boots go, and I don't know how many of you here are new or not, so I just try to go over the same spiel every single time. So when a customer comes in, you know, we take tracings of their feet, both sides, both feet. And we basically go over everything they want on their boots, and then we make a last. So a last will be something like this. Originally, they have nothing, no buildup on it or anything like that. And what we do is we take the measurements that we take, and we transition these measurements to the last. That's how we make the boots. But I've got these right here that are in progress. We've got the vamps and the liners ready. So this is the pair. And then we'll have some other stuff going out here in a minute. Oh, man. Excuse me. Excuse me. So here's another last that we've modified. This one needed a little bit more, and actually needs more. So but I guess I can take you over to the front. Hopefully you can still hear me. That way. So this is the front of the shop. You can see we got some kid toys over there. Show you some boots I've made. So this is a pair of boots I made. This is buffalo. And this is just kind of what we'd call a box toe. A lot of boots off the shelf will kind of consider this toe like a cutter toe or a 7-toe, but in the custom boot world, it's just called a box toe. And this is what you'd call an 1.5 inch box toe. And this one has a taller heel on it. I think it's 2 inches, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. Now there's another pair of boots I built. Same thing, it's got that toe on it. This is the bottoms. This guy, this is probably his 3rd pair of boots that he's ordered. Excuse me. And this is what this is from the got some poop on it, but this is what I'd consider our good base boots. So that's some of the boots that we've made. But yeah, these are just some of the awards that we've won for making boots. See, this is a vintage last. That's kind of what our last are kind of modeled after, but we get them in plastic now because they're easier to deal with. We get them like this. So, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Like I said, unfortunately for us, on that last thing, we won't be able to finish those up because of we won't have the material. This video is not sponsored by anybody, but this is, I just want to give a huge shout out to our friends over at TNL Tree Removal. They're in Reynolds, Georgia. They provided me, they're good people, you know, Christian. I would consider them a Christian-owned company. Very nice people, very good to deal with. So if you're in the area, which most of you are not, but if you ever need something done, good people. And I don't know if you heard it, but we got our merch stuff. So, Sean Fair. Is that right, Fair? Funk Master. Did that answer your question? I don't want to be hurt so much. Oh, my goodness. Anybody have any questions? Y'all just want to watch me work, don't you? I don't want to watch me talk. Let's see what else we can do then. I do have some boots that I need to work on. So these will have to be halted for now. I'm gonna have to put some. Put these at a stop here. Put these up here so I don't lose them. That goes there. Let me see what else I can find, and we'll figure it out. Let's see, we got some, what are these? Oh, my goodness. Can't stay on it, man. So these are some Den Post Hang on 1 second. I think I get more views if I just don't speak. Probably just need a hush and just work. Seems like you'll like me better that way. All right. Fine. So let's take this damn post apart. And we'll probably just take these apart, and then I'm probably not going to be able to finish them either. Oof, boy. The rubber's falling off. These weren't shipped in. These came from a local customer, actually. So... that's the easiest hill base I've taken apart in a minute. That's cool. Hey, if you're watching, let me know. Let me know. These we'll be able to get a little bit further along. Because these won't need a welt or anything. This is just this is what we call a heel prior. It's nothing more than a glorified butter knife, really. Put the hat on backwards. You know, last live we did, we had 6,000 views. That was awesome. 6,000. And I think by far, Saturday's still our best day so far of doing these lives. So if you're watching this, normally we do these on Saturday, depending on what all we got going on. But the last one I did was Saturday, and it was good. It was a good day. So I appreciate you guys watching, sticking around. Appreciate the likes. That motivates. It motivates me to keep going, honestly. It's motivation. We do this regardless, you know, whether we get likes or not. Is that JoJo? Any super chats today? Raciel, where are you at? Where do you live? What's going on, Oscar? They have a book. actually where you can learn. And I think they sell it on Etsy. You're in California. There's I think there's some guys in California that make boots that you may be able to learn from. I don't have. Let me get my other phone. I'll give you a name. Hang on. Appreciate you enjoying the content, Oscar. Let me see. I can't remember his name, but he's in California. If you just Google bootmakers in California, you should be able to get a list of people that make boots and just see if they'll teach you. They may or may not teach you, but you know, at least that's your best bet. If not, you're gonna have to go through like a book or something. Which is how I got started. So if you Google bootmaking boots, or not bootmaking books, there's one, and it's only for sale on, I think it's Etsy. That's how I started. But eventually, the smart thing to do is to go to somebody to teach you. By far the best thing you can do. I know there's some guys in Texas that'll charge you. They're good, but they'll charge you. Oh, we got to pick all these stitches out, but I can't remember what I did with. Oh, here it is. Here it is. My stitch picker. Hey, I appreciate the guys that left us some, I don't know if they're on here today, but give us some super thanks on the last live. Raciel, you know, one thing I thought about doing was doing like an online course thing to make boots, but there's just so many, you know, there's so many different things that go into making boots that it wouldn't be, I don't know, it'd be so different. Making boots is one of those things where you can explore it on your own, but eventually it'll be a good idea to go learn from somebody. Did I see it? No, all the boots that I make are made to order. So you physically have to be in our shop, so I can measure your feet, and then we make your last to your foot. Some of the boots you see for sale on the website, that's just brands that I carry. Now, if you go to the custom boot tab, or request a fitting, a custom boot fit or something like that, those are boots that I've made. Some of them anyway. I can't put all of them up there. But if you go to like the Los Altos tab or the area, I mean, obviously I don't make those. So now that we picked all the stitches out, we can start gluing some of this stuff down. And start getting it ready for the... So this goes here. Hey.
Hey, I had some meds come in today. Would you bring them home with you?
From who? Because I haven't got anything in.
Amazon was bringing them. Said it was out for delivery.
Well, check again because Amazon has stopped by. I haven't seen Amazon yet.
Okay.
Yeah, just...
I can look real quick.
All right.
It's supposed to be there today, but it said between 1:45 and 4:45, but I don't know.
Well, let me, because I'm probably gonna be here till 3:30 or so. Hopefully they'll get it by then.
Okay, well, if it don't, I can deliver.
Well, if they won't, if they'll deliver today, they'll just leave it in the back. So,
Must be. It's coming from Amazon.
yeah, so, okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Because I'll be here for a little bit longer, so.
Okay. All right, well, if it don't show by the time we get ready to go, just leave it. I don't know. I guess they'll bring it tomorrow.
No, they'll just leave it in the back.
Okay.
So, all right.
All right.
All right. Bye. Tell you what, I wish a lot of these repairs came apart this easy. 9 times out of 10, you got to fight with them just to get them breaking apart. Serkan, what's going on, sir? Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. What's going on? Yeah, almost extinct. Happy late Father's Day. It wasn't too bad. I worked. What about you? Did you have a good day? I redid the floor in our bedroom, so how many eggs? I don't know. Do I eat a week? I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of things I got to do to one of our guest bathroom as well. But it's just with time. Because everything is just, gone up in price so much. You can't just do it. And I mean, you could, but it's not feasible. Sneaky little nails. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both, buddy. That's one of the reasons I had to change my schedule at the shop, just so I could have time to do stuff at the house. I'm looking at getting a tractor too to get some other stuff done. A bigger tractor anyway. Fresh cork. All glued up. Me roughing these up a little bit. I think you can get it done on a weekend. Yeah. Caroline? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You can put it there. Yeah, that's good. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yeah, these are just repairs. But I do have some orders that I need to get done with the custom boots. I've got some customers that have been waiting for a minute, so. But you know, I mean, some of the material is getting kind of scarce for some reason. I don't know if it's because of all the tariff stuff and what, but. Don't know. All right, well, I'm going to have to shut this live here down in a little bit because this is going to take about, I'm going to leave this drying for about 30 minutes or so, and I got to start winding down, get out of here. So, Brazil, what's going on, Brazil? Yes, sir. Good hearing from you. I will probably do this again. My goal is to do it again on Saturday. Show the soles going on there. Well, they're drying right now, and it's going to take a while for them to dry. So it may not happen on this go, but maybe, yes. Yeah, they're Goodyear. Well, they're Goodyear welted, so. But if you subscribe, and because like I said, I want to do this again Saturday. Let me go back up here since we're done. I want to do this again on Saturday. So if you want to subscribe, turn your notifications on, and I'll probably do it maybe, I don't know. It seemed like last time 11 to 12 was a good hour. So we'll probably do that again on Saturday. I mean, it won't take, it'll be, who knows, by Saturday, I mean, we'd be working on something completely different. So just subscribe, turn your notifications on. That way, when we go live on Saturday, you'll be notified. And if you have any questions, shoot me a text message, or you can go to the website down there below that pinned comment, and you can contact me through there. I'm trying to narrow down the places people can reach me at, because I've got like 50 different ways, for people to contact me, and it's getting out of hand because I'll miss things. So I'm trying to kind of weed things through. But I appreciate the men and women, ladies and gents, that decided to stick around and watch the process. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and put glue on this one. What time is it? It's only 3:12. But who knows? By the time I get done saying goodbye, it might be dried up. But yeah, if you haven't already, just subscribe. we'll see what we can do. See if I can come up with something we can do for donations or something. I don't know. There's some stuff I like to get done as well. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the notifications, and on Saturday, we'll do this again Saturday, about 12 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern. So, all right, Sedikan, we'll see you later, man.